So their grandfather had everything about Rajneeshpuram and Bhagwan in Oregon. So newspapers, Rajneeshpuram, whatever available, stored in the attic. And one television station from Oregon, now I forget the name of it, KTU or something like that. That's not even correct name, if I say. There was a journalist who used to come daily to Rajneeshpuram, and he used to do the news stories and would film. Instead of erasing those videos and reusing for something else, he had kept it. And this person had given raw footage of 200 hours or 300 hours to these guys.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that's how come they have so much footage, and they're making good money, I suppose, on it.
Yeah.
I have heard from a number of journalists that they're very expensive to buy. Okay, I don't need the footage. I lived in Rajneeshpuram, you know.
Wow, oh, that's amazing. I thought maybe they got it from Sannyasin or Osho International or something. No, it's their footage. Oh, wow.
They're
waiting for them.
Yeah.
My first question. So I was reading your books, and many times you and Bhagwan have said that you are not a meditator, like you're not interested in meditation.
That's right.
And I could understand that, like maybe you were like karma yogi or devotion or something, a different path.
Right.
Yeah. But so I was surprised that in your book, like Don't Kill Me, you don't kill him. You kind of carefully explained Bhagwan's emphasis on meditation. You even explained in detail dynamic meditation.
Yes.
So
I had understood what he created. And as a disciple, as a lover of Bhagwan, I don't want people to misunderstand Bhagwan. There are so many interpretations of it. And everyone talks about meditation for their small, petty, perverse personal reasons.
What do you mean?
For example, they want to earn money.
Oh, yeah. So they want some power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then they interpret it the way, and this kind of a thing I have seen enough in my life as a secretary of Bhagwan, as a person who was fully involved in creation of Rajneeshpuram and also creation of Pune ashram. So when I work with Bhagwan or speak with Bhagwan before becoming his secretary, men like Bhagwan was precise. He loved precision, and that you can feel it, see it when he speaks. I was not writing my book, to earn money
Mhm.
or build my ego on it. I had a big ego. I was Bhagwan's lover. What bigger ego I want, you know? So this book, my books I write because of my father, because of my mother. They both felt that I should speak about my experience, that young people will get benefit of it. They will find guidance in it. And that's when I wrote my book after 10 years or something, 99, no, I came out of prison in 88 end. Then I was in bit in Germany, then bit in Portugal. Then I came to Switzerland and said, now I've got to get back on my feet. And I wanted my parents to see me not morally destroyed by the world with their negativity. So I set me up to do this work. That I was missing my parents a lot. And I wanted to take care of them. But the law didn't allow in the beginning. But law changed in 95. It was a miracle. And I was able to call my parents here. And then my parents saw the way I was working with people. They lived with me. And then my father one day said, Sheela, you must talk.
Mhm.
You must write. That's when I did Don't Kill Him. And it was for my father. It has to be precise. My father was precise also. So every page I wrote, he was sitting with me in the night. I do daytime all this work. And then at night, when everybody goes in bed, then I sit and write.
So even though your path wasn't meditation, you still see Bhagwan's, the importance of it. And
That was Bhagwan's
whole message.
teaching. I have nothing against his teaching. I love him. So I have to be clear.
So you kind of wrote it together with your father?
No,
or no?
he sat near me.
Oh, okay.
He was, how old?
The inspiration.
He was around
Yeah,
80-year-old and it is moment. I wrote it in 90. It was published, the original German book was published 96.
Mm-hmm.
And my father died in 98. And I was in the other house, and then afterwards in that house I had written. I can see my father sitting there, and I think about it.
Yeah. At the end of Don't Kill Him, you mentioned like empty rituals and censorship destroying Bhagwan's legacy. Um, I guess, but you didn't say what empty rituals were you referring to?
Everybody is a tantra guru. All sannyasins very busy with being a tantric. Um, some of the sannyasins, they hold on to their population or community through looking like Bhagwan or trying to sit like Bhagwan, trying to touch up third eye of people. It is, for someone like me, it is not digestible. But it's their life, they should do what suits them.
But Bhagwan must have left enlightened disciples, right? Like,
what is enlightenment? I ask you, my friend.
Well, you use this word also in your book to refer to Bhagwan.
But there was a book about to give a picture of Bhagwan, to give character of Bhagwan. But for me, he was always a lover.
Okay.
Yeah. And even today, there are 3 people I love the most. You saw the photos of them on my room. It is what makes them enlightened. That's what I want to ask.
Okay, let me.
When it is not original of their own, how are they enlightened? Creativity is part of enlightenment. And why one has to look or look like Bhagwan. You be yourself. Bhagwan taught us. If you want to talk about enlightenment, Bhagwan taught us to be ourselves.
But you didn't have a. Sorry.
Please go ahead.
But did you have a problem with Bhagwan touching the third eye? Because I know you seem more down to earth and like you don't like to talk about the esoteric things.
And I was very much down to earth when he touched my third eye too. I didn't pretend. It was my lover's touch. How I enjoyed every moment of it. I have even photo there. My book has a photo of it also. So how Bhagwan teaches us to be independent. Bhagwan teaches us to think for ourselves. I mean, Bhagwan left a big project with every one of us. His vision of community lifestyle, a vision of honesty in all cases, then we have to also present that this is, I mean, you do what you want to do, others can do what they want to do. I have no comment. But I know also Bhagwan, who used to hate when sannyasins start pretending him. On what basis you are pretending that? Just because you are Bhagwan's family, you look a bit like Bhagwan. Good. I mean, for me, Shailendra, whom I have met 3 short times in my life to pass on a message or something, he was a student of medicine. So many people are suffering in the world. He could benefit these thousands of people suffering. You understand my point of view.
Yes.
And I think Bhagwan would say the same.
So earlier you were talking about, being an individual, but I also noticed you seem still very attached to your parents and Bhagwan. You said these 3.
Absolutely.
And often you even mention your upbringing, like what you learned
Yeah.
from your parents. But does this kind of go against being an individual and non-attachment?
No, it doesn't go against. Every child needs basis. Today's modern man doesn't have basic values, or most, I shouldn't generalize all young people, but many people I feel lost because they don't have basic values. And basic values in life build your character. That is a process of growing up. Just because they build your character and you don't need them now in your life, you don't throw it in the garbage. You hold on to those values, and what you have learned from that values, you put it on top of it. It shows the individual character. It shows the ability to analyze life for yourself and guides you for your future. It may be that I say my mind that may not agree with you, but it's not a critique against you.
Right.
I just follow what I have learned in
Of course.
life. And it is, I cannot put my father, mother, or Bhagwan out of my life because they are my guiding light. They are my candle.
Yeah. Back to Rajneeshpuram. Do you think Has it occurred to you that maybe Bhagwan created a situation to kind of send you away the way he sent Lakshmi away? Like after bringing you to a boiling point? Because he often said that like he will send people away.
I didn't ask Bhagwan what he was doing. I left, and whatever Bhagwan says and does, I'm not responsible for it.
Okay.
That is his thinking, I'm not going to interpret it.
Okay. That's
But decision to leave him was mine. And I have no regrets. I still live with Bhagwan.
mm-hmm.
Bhagwan is everywhere. The work I do, how I do, how I think. In Pune Ashram or Rajneeshpuram, we had same ratio of world population. We were international. What I mean. And Bhagwan's dream was to take all walks of life, all colors of life, different, put them together and live harmoniously. Same here. In this small house, we have 15 nationalities, 15 languages, 15 religions.
Are the residents all Swiss though?
Huh?
Are the residents all Swiss?
Both combined residents and team. That's a good ratio. 15 nationality living together. Seats.
But I mean, are some of the residents also other nationalities?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Daihu, Pancha.
So in your books, you also shared a lot of stories Bhagwan told. But so I wondered, do you remember he used to sometimes tell the one of Milarepa and Marpa? Do you remember that one?
Not anymore.
So,
it has been almost 40 years.
So Milarepa, his master Marpa, told him to construct a tower and then demolish it, and he had to do this several times. Do you remember this one? You don't.
Vaguely, I remember. What I remember is Gurdjieff's story, where he used to tell his disciple to dig a hole, fill it up.
So my question is, do you think that Rajneeshpuram in the communes could have been something similar, like a similar exercise?
I don't know. I don't need to find a reason for my existence. All these interpretations are to comfort oneself that I'm on the right path. You should have your own conviction whether it is good or not. You don't need it. It's like when you put someone on a pedestal and then you look for a reason why this pedestal exists. That means you have no conviction of your own. You have no intuition of your own, and you're looking for excuse why it should be that way. You are an intelligent young man. You don't need those petty excuses to work your doubts about Bhagwan. You understand what I'm saying?
So you're saying there's no need to interpret and try to justify or find reasons.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah.
Okay, I think that's all I have.
But you asked me some new question.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I saw, especially maybe since the Netflix documentary, maybe you are being invited a lot to India and to give talks, and sometimes they keep asking you the same old questions.
But I try to look every time for a new answer. You know,
Yeah.
It has become a challenge for me.
That's actually one thing you're giving a lot of love to everyone, whoever invites you. But can non Osho lovers, non sannyasins, can they understand like your love, or can they understand Bhagwan?
Do I care?
Yeah, that's what I figured you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say once Bhagwan in a day out, then it's in the air and goes all over. This is in front of audience. I say Bhagwan. For me, that is more than enough. More than enough. It's. I'm not. I don't have a reason to find some logical answer, and love is not logical.